All right, guys, we got the leg. Mind you, my legs are still really sore, by the way. Like, really sore. So, this was a couple days ago. I'm sorry. I keep getting backlogged with videos here. I got a lot going on right now. So, my logic with starting with the seated leg curl here was that I've been starting every hamstring workout with lying leg curl for like the past couple of months. So I just figured I would give this machine a try. I don't think I've ever used this one. I may have, but I don't really remember. So I figured I would give it a try. We knocked out one set here, and I just wasn't feeling it. I mean, I felt it in the, excuse me, in the hamstrings, but it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So I switched it up, and we moved over to the lying leg curl. What are you gonna do? This this machine, it never misses. It always hits the hamstrings the right way. So one set of seated leg curl, and then we did a few sets of lying leg curl here. A pretty moderately heavy weight. It's not, you know, I don't think it's anything mind blowing for sure, but yeah, it was heavy enough for me. Heavy enough to put enough resistance on the hamstrings to give it a good burn, a good pump, fatigue the ever loving crap out of it, and be sore the next day. So 2 days later, be sore. So this was this was not bad. I did a drop set. It looks like here on this first set. Uh, a lot of people do drop sets towards the last one or two sets. I'll do them on the first set. I'll do them on the last set. I'll do them on a middle set. Sometimes I'll do them on every set. It really just depends on the mood, how it's going, and just what I feel at any given moment during the workout. So we got set number 2 here. Let's take a closer look at the form here. Uh, yeah, the form's pretty good. It's nice controlled movement up and down. I'm not letting the weight just fall down, keeping it nice and controlled all the way. Not bad. I'm definitely happy with this. These hit really good. I'm glad that I moved from the seated leg curl because I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't have gotten the workout that I wanted. I wouldn't have gotten the workout that I got had I stayed on that machine. There's actually two seated leg curl machines. One is right in the back, up against that wall there. I don't know. I may have dabbled into that one, but the one that I did on the first set was in the other room there. It's like a cardio room, but it's kind of lined on the side with some different equipment. So set number 3 of the lying leg curls. I think this was like an extended set. It we did quite a bit here. Um, so a little bit of a lighter weight, but the hammies are starting to get tired. So I mean, I'm not going to be able to do the same weight that I did in the first one or two sets, but form is staying good. Really squeezing it, hitting those partials. I mean, I'm hitting partials to the point where I can barely even move my legs. So good tension on the hamstrings. And we did a drop set here. Let's see. I don't know how many. I don't remember how many I cranked out here, but we did. Oh, a single leg. Okay, so a really lightweight, but that one hamstring is not half as strong as two hamstrings. I know that kind of sounds weird, but I can lift way more weight with my hamstrings and my quads with both legs at the same time. When it comes to single leg, that weight's dropping drastically. So it's not like I can do half the weight with one leg. So it's just different. So, but we just kind of flop back and forth here a little bit. Not bad. Went to complete and utter failure on all of the hamstring exercises, and I believe with the quads, we went to failure on mostly everything except for the leg presses that I did, which should be coming up in just a second here. Normally I do leg press after leg extensions, but I just switched it up a little bit. I like to switch things up a little. So we threw 6 plates on each side. Nothing super crazy, but a respectable weight. I mean, it's a respectable weight. We're coming down fairly low. I can only go so low on these, unless the platform is really wide and I can put my feet really far apart. Then I can come down a lot lower. This one is, probably only about maybe like shoulder length, not even shoulder length in width. So I just my everything gets compressed down here. It's really hard for me to come, but I am hitting 90 degrees. So my knees are coming down to a 90-degree angle. So I'm happy with that. Plus, I felt it like freaking crazy, man. Even after the first set, I was like, this is going to be a good quad workout for sure. Now, I wouldn't say that I went to failure on these because for some reason lately when I've been doing leg presses, towards the end of a set, I'm starting to get really lightheaded. I don't know if it's the lack of carbs. From what I understand, I'm well fed, well hydrated, enough sleep. I don't know what it is. I've been getting kind of lightheaded, so I've been cutting myself a little bit short. Still doing a pretty good extreme workout, but I definitely had more in the tank there. But, I want to play it safe. I mean, I don't want to, like, literally pass out and have the weight fall down, right? I mean, there's stoppers to prevent it from going all the way down, but it's still going to come down significantly further than I'd want. It could hurt me, so just play it safe. So we kept it at 6 plates. Did another set here. And you can see, I'm cranking them out in the beginning, and then it gets a little bit tougher. I'm like, like really sucking in the oxygen. It's almost like I can't suck enough oxygen in at one time. It's almost like I need a third lung when I'm doing some of these. I get like that with squats too. But I mean, I'm coming down pretty. Now, some people may critique this and say, "Dude, you're not coming down far enough." I'm not going to say you're right or wrong, but it was good enough for me, and it was good enough to get a hell of a leg workout in here. So I dropped the weight here. We went down to 4 plates on each side, and instead of keeping my feet, wider apart, which you can only go so wide on this platform, but I kept my feet completely like right together. And let's see how far I went down, okay, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm totally good with coming down to that depth. Yeah, 4 plates on each side was significantly lighter than 6 on each side. So I was able to, especially in the beginning, just kind of cut through the reps like butter. But it was burning, man. It was burning my legs. You can see me, man. I'm like, oh my God. I love it, though. I absolutely love this shit. I got a few more reps here. And yeah, see, the only reason I stopped, I could have gotten probably 5 more reps, but I'm getting lightheaded. I mean, you can see me. I'm like, man, I just don't want to push it, not on something like this. So, call me a wuss, whatever. Nothing wrong with being safe. We got a really good leg workout in. So I think those were 3 really good sets. Go over into the cardio room here. Crank out some leg extensions. I don't know how much weight this is. Maybe 3/4 of the stack. It's definitely not the whole stack. The whole stack's really heavy. Now, some gyms I can throw the whole stack on there. I can't, even if I start out with it. I mean, I might be able to do it for 1 rep, but what's that going to do? Right? I'm not powerlifting here. So we went to failure on that, and then we did a drop set. Crank out a couple more. And by the way, after doing these after the leg extensions, I was running out of gas really fast. I mean, my legs. Let's see, we're 4 sets in the quads here. Dude, my quads are like they are near completion. I mean, they are almost running out of gas here, but we still got a little bit more in the tank. Went for a fifth set, a third set, the second set of extensions, fifth set overall. I think I dropped the weight a little bit here. I don't know how much. Maybe like two, three, maybe even four plates. I don't remember. Yeah, see, it's and even a lot of people wouldn't. Most people don't even do the partials because they don't really consider them a rep. I'll keep going and do partials. I mean, if I can get three, four, even five partials, I mean, that's better than just calling it quits, right? And you're putting crazy tension on them quads. So yeah, the legs are really fatigued and tired at this point. So let's see what we got here. I think this is the final set of quads. I don't remember. Did I do alternating? I think I did. I think I did alter. Yeah, I did alternating. Okay. These are fun to do. If I remember correctly, it might have been 40 or 50 pounds on here. I don't remember exactly. Uh, Good form. I mean, coming up. Sometimes it's weird. It looks like I'm not giving a full extension, but I actually am especially early on in the set, in any set of leg extensions. I am coming up as far as my like knee will allow me to come up. And sometimes it doesn't look that way, but I am. Except the partials. Obviously, those are not full extension because I've got no more strength than me, right? So not a bad set. And then we dropped it. Um, Form, I'm okay with the form. One thing I know, I am doing, especially with the single leg, I'm kind of, doing a lot of moving around. I mean, the quad itself is isolated, so I'm not really concerned about the form of the exercise. But what did happen was I did twist something in my neck just slightly, but I felt it later in the car. And I got this crazy headache that went straight up the back of the neck, all the way up like around the sides here. I mean, it happens quite often with certain exercises. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I think anyone who goes to the gym regularly and lifts fairly heavy completely understands what I'm saying because I'm definitely not the only one. And then we just went over here, just did. I think it was maybe it's one. It's actually two sets, but I didn't stop the camera. Just hit the gluteus maximus. Got to keep my butt looking good in the jeans, man. You know what I mean? So I always like to do these. Actually, I haven't been doing them lately, but a lot of times, because there's only one of these in the gym, and 99% of the time, if there is a female in the gym, she's on this machine. So, which is awesome. Good for them. So it's not always available. I guess it depends on what time of day that I go. I don't know what I'm laughing at. Oh, you know what? It was so like in the middle of my playlist. Like so, my playlist will play like my gym music. That's why I was laughing right here. And then, like, it'll give after the playlist runs out, it gives recommended songs that are usually similar to the songs in the playlist, like that same genre. Freaking Frank Sinatra popped up in my headphones. I'm like, what? My Way by Frank Sinatra. I'm like, fuck, what is this? Like, I don't know how that got in there. It is in no way relation to anything that's on this particular playlist, right? So, don't get me wrong, I like Frank Sinatra, but not while I'm working out. But these were good. I mean, it's just two quick sets, nothing, nothing crazy. Just a little bit of a burn, nothing crazy. Because you are, when you are working. Did my camera go out? Now there we go. You are working your glutes when you're doing leg curls, especially I think lying leg curls. You're definitely hitting a lot of glute in there. So, you know, I think the glutes get hit whether I do these or not. But this exercise specifically targets the glute. Like it really focuses solely on the glutes. I think the glutes are good because especially when you diet down, it gives you that separation between the glute and where the hamstring begins. So if you don't work your glutes, you're not going to really like it might look funny. I mean, at least I think it does because I've seen it with other people where the quad is like really good and shredded, the hamstring got all these lines, and then the butt like it's just kind of like sagging. It's just there, right? So, but you see some of them guys up on stage, they turn around and they're squeezing their hamstrings and their butt, and you just got all these lines in their uh, in their glutes. Like that looks pretty cool, man. So, I try to hit the glutes just to keep everything uniform. But it is just so you know, it's Tuesday night, so I still have a chest and back workout to throw up. I might do the chest workout after this one. We'll see. If I don't, I'll double it up tomorrow because I want to try to catch up here. I've been getting really busy with these online classes that I'm taking. It's eaten up quite a bit of my time. Plus, I work full time, and then in my spare time, if I'm not at the gym, I'm doing things around the house for my wife because we have a new home. It's a new construction, but she don't like the mirror in the bathroom. I got to change the mirror. She doesn't like the faucets in the bathroom. I got to change the faucets. She doesn't like this light fixture. That so I'm constantly. I work full time for my wife too. But overall, hey, I'm not. I thought you were in your room. She's yelling at me now. Anyway, I hope you guys like the workout. I'm gonna call it right here. But if you haven't been to the gym yet, get your ass to the gym. Happy Tuesday. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for some other workouts. So have a great night, everybody.